Hey, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm driving to get some things done. As you can see, I'm not refereeing today. I got on my civilian clothes, but I want to give you this story. I'm not sure how long it'll be. So this may be a two-part story. I got this one is called Siri Call Mama. That's what the title should be. If it's not, I thought of something else, but it's probably going to be called Siri Call Mama. My youngest daughter graduated from a high school in Charleston, South Carolina, and they have another dad. Me and their mother are not together, and his name is Andrew. So I was gonna say stepdad, but I don't like calling him stepdad. He's their dad. He's treated them like their father. We're gonna have a 10 Toes Tuesday on him, but he's a good man. I like him, so I'm gonna call him by his name. His name is Andrew. We get to this campsite. Me and my brother. My brother's name is Solo. He'll also have some 10 Toes Tuesday, but he's traveled with me a couple of times, and we camp, and we always get along. We have a good time. We drink, eat some brats, take care of each other, watch each other's backs. So we're all there. My daughters brought their boyfriends, and they were not allowed to sleep in the same quarters together or tent. And the reason being is I'm not sleeping with anyone, and I'm just not going to condone that type of behavior. Now, you guys can do whatever you want to when I leave, and I'm sure they were, but as of right now, respect that. One of the boyfriends didn't have a problem with sleeping in the tent with another guy. It's just camping. Nobody's going to do anything. One of the gentlemen did. My youngest daughter, her boyfriend did. We told him, you have two choices. Either you can abide by the rules, come and we can have a good time, or you don't have to. This will be your probably last time not only camping, but being among us. You choose. When we got to the campsite and set up, there was a single mom with her two kids. This may have been their first time camping, so this is their first possible experience. And you can tell new campers when they pull in. If you've camped a while, you can tell who's new to camping, who's not, who's new to RVing, who's not, so on and so forth. We had this KOA. It's a really nice KOA, and you pay, it's probably between, depending on the site, between 50 to about 110 a night for a tent site. So she's right next to us, and I told everyone, I know I want us to have a good time. I want us to enjoy this moment. The one thing I want you guys to notice is there's a lady over here. She's bringing her kids camping. This should be a good experience for her. Don't get loud. We can play music at a reasonable volume, and loud until 9. So after 9 or 10, usually the campsite says, put your music at a lower volume. Respect. And I'm all about respect. I respect you, you respect me. The lady, I didn't say anything to her. She sets up, she's her and her kids, they're having a good time. Sun is starting to set. We've got wood, we've got food, we've got everything that we need. I told everyone this, my brother included. And he said, yeah. So everything was great. Everybody had whatever drink they wanted. Everybody had the food they wanted. And about 9 o'clock, I go to bed. I get up really early. I usually will hike or get stuff started for the day. So about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I head into my tent with my cot. Now, I want to note that the one little boy decided that he didn't want to stay in the tent, and that was fine. My daughter had this SUV, and if you know anything about Charleston, South Carolina, it is hot as hell. I enjoy it, but not everybody does. But even I wouldn't have gone to this extreme. So to prove a point to himself, I guess, because no one else cared, he slept in this SUV. Now, mind you, it gets 75, 77 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning. They didn't start stirring until 10. At 10, it's 80 to 85 degrees. So he's in this SUV with the window cracked, in a sleeping bag, sleeping. Craziest thing I ever saw. But I digress. Let's get back on task. I go to bed. And before I go to bed, I tell everyone, remember, this lady is over here. Keep your noise level down. You guys can enjoy yourself, but keep the noise level down. I'm sleeping. I hear my brother come in. I hear things start to wind down. It had to be 2 o'clock. So about 3:30 in the morning, I'm woken up from a dead sleep on my cot, and I hear this voice, and it's yelling, "Siri, call mama. Siri, call mama." I wake up. What in the absolute hell is going on? What is going on? Who is that? My brother wakes up. He's like, what in the, what's going on? And it keeps going. Siri, call mama. Siri, call mama. So my daughter gets up. You hear her saying, "What is that?" And it's her boyfriend. And I'm like, shut up. Shut that shit up. Shut it up. Whatever you're doing, stop. I told you about this lady over here. Stop. Now I'm pissed and I'm causing a commotion, disturbing this lady and her 2 kids. Come to find out, young people don't take care of phones. And his phone was broke all to hell. You couldn't even see the screen. He had dropped it so many times that the speaker didn't work, and it was just a mess. I don't even know why he even had a phone. But the only way for him to make a call was to use Siri. Now he's certifiably not feeling any pain at this time. So he had to get out of the tent, explain to this young man with knife hand. And if you don't know what a knife hand is, this is a knife hand. So we're knife handing this SOB and telling him, this is not acceptable, son. Like we already told you, this is not acceptable. And he had burned this citronella candle on my daughter's car, and there's candle wax all over the windshield. We didn't find this out until the morning. He was not a good drunk at all. gets pissed. So we get him quieted down. And then we told him, you know, we were there for a few days. We told him, if you're gonna keep this up, no, you gotta go. You can go back wherever you came. He apologized, but now you've disturbed this lady's camping thing. So we went over the whole, I have respect for you, you have respect for me, and we have respect for for what surrounds us. And that is with life, that is with everything. Have respect. He ended up being okay after that. And everything went smoother. We didn't have a problem the next night. But now we've got a problem with the other boyfriend. And that's where we'll get into the to be continued for part 2. Part 2 will be tomorrow. It's cold and dark today. It's only going to be about 60. It's cloudy, and this is Ohio weather. And eventually I hope to get out of this state. I love the state, but this stuff is gloomy. And we're about to get into things where people have seasonal depression. But we'll talk about that in another video. There's plenty of stuff to talk about. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the first part. Look for part 2. Big Unc, we'll talk to you in the next one.